Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. All right guys, so as you can see, I did not take a couple days off as I said I was going to yesterday. Unbelievable amount of messages yesterday. So if you messaged me yesterday here on the channel or Instagram or email and I haven't gotten back to you, it is strictly because of the sheer volume of messages yesterday. I'm pretty sure like a few carrier pigeons even came by my house. But look, the bottom line is, guys, it means a lot. And I do appreciate it. And you know what? There was a lot of talk yesterday from me about the negativity. And, it's not a good environment to work in, right? So the reality is, most of the negativity yesterday was just me venting, right? Outside of that, there was very, very little negativity on the channel. I did get the chance to block a few people yesterday. But outside of that, guys, look, I'm going to make a promise to you guys. And, I want to talk a little bit about 2021. Look, my promise is that, reading the messages yesterday and I basically, I had time to read them as fast as they were coming in, but like no time to really respond. But reading those messages, I know that a lot of you guys love to learn, okay? You're here to learn, and make some money with the free picks. Absolutely. And that's part of how we learn, right? Is understanding, kind of reverse engineering the free picks and stuff. So that's totally cool. So my commitment is, guys, I'll continue to do this indefinitely, okay? I want to put that to rest. Maybe, and I apologize, yesterday if I gave the impression that maybe I was going to tap out. And you know what? Some days, to be honest, some days I do feel like it, right? But who doesn't in their job? Who doesn't have those days where you're just like, I can't do this anymore? But at the end of the day, guys, the reason I'm back and I didn't take time off is my emotion levels were running really high yesterday in terms of I felt great. I felt fantastic. Even before we went 3-0. Just reading all those messages. So look, I just want to say I really, really do appreciate it. That's my commitment to you guys. I'm going to continue to do this as long as you'll have me. And you know what? As the negativity comes, we're just gonna get rid of it. Gone. I'm done responding to negative comments. There was a couple comments today even, and it's funny. I know it's just trolls and stuff, but they're comments I would have definitely engaged with. Not today. It felt good. Just, off you go. So look, there's one thing I did say yesterday that I've given some thought to, and it's the one thing that I regret saying yesterday, and that is this. Okay, look, I don't want the negativity on the channel, but at the same time, there's a lot of people who are new to sports, okay? And they might not necessarily understand that 55, 56%, that's killing it, okay? They probably got it, wrapped in their head from all the, midgets in Vegas selling picks for $1,000 at minus 1,100 odds. That, 70, 80% winners is possible, which it just isn't. It isn't possible, right? So my regret that I said was that, when people come here and they get upset because of a losing day, I don't want them to leave. I don't want them to go, take up knitting or sewing, as I said. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I want to make them better sports bettors. And I want you guys, if you're new to the channel, to give this a chance and understand that sports betting it's a very up and down process, guys. And I've said this before, being a professional sports bettor, some days it feels like losing. What does being a professional sports bettor feel like? It feels like losing because, a lot of the days, you're going to basically tread water. You're going to lose one unit here, one unit there. But then and people can attest to this who've been on this channel for, the better part of 15 months, 16 months or more, whatever, right? That the reality of sports betting is just that you're going to do that. And then all of a sudden, you're going to go 3-0 with a 2-unit play and you're going to go 6-1. And, every once in a while you have a bad day, but you have more good days than bad days. And, I want those people to learn. I don't want you to go away, because if you go away, you're going to continue sports betting and you're not going to have the tools to be able to win. So again, guys, I talked about yesterday. Look, the reality is, you can Google this if you want, 1, 2%, maybe 3% of people can win long-term at sports betting, but we're going to get the tools here, guys, and we're going to take it to that next level. And you know what? 20%, 30%, 50%, 100% of my viewers. I don't know. That's our goal, right? Let's get everybody winning. Let's give everybody the tools, and let's have a great 2021. And you know what? Enough of the negativity. Even though I was the one bringing it yesterday, right? Had to be said though. Absolutely had to be said. So here's the thing, guys. 2021, I'm giving it some thought. I talked to you guys end of last year, and I said, look, I want to make a couple announcements and stuff like that. 2021, I want to really pump up the education, okay? And I'm still going to talk about some of the basic stuff, but I really want to start including a lot more Q&A almost daily, if not, 3-4 times a week. Where we can address those questions and we can bring it out for discussion. We can have that, discussion down below, whether people agree or disagree. Like, here's the thing, okay, look, and I want to be very, very clear about this. If I say something on here and you disagree with it and you think that, I'm looking at things the wrong way, that's not negativity. That's constructive. Like, we're not living in crazy, whatever. I'm not going to throw the word dictatorship around here. We're not living in that, guys. So look, you can do that constructive. Like, we should have that back and forth, right? That's how we're all going to grow and we're going to learn, and that's great. Okay. So, let's ask those questions. And so I don't ever feel afraid when I'm talking about like the negativity and stuff. When people come on after a loss and they just, that. Okay. So outside of that, don't ever feel like, when you're typing something, you're like, oh, I don't know, am I going to get blocked for this? No, you're not going to get blocked. Okay. Like, we can challenge each other. That's totally fine, guys. It's just, it's the ripping on other members or, ripping on me. I don't like it. That kind of stuff about our picks. Look, we're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to win. And, so let's get those questions out there. And, I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I can, but I'm going to try to do it more in video format than down below. And the couple things though, I know I'm going to take up your guys' time today. I apologize about that. I know some of you guys have already fast forwarded the picks, but that's okay. So look, a lot of yesterday, guys, and the frustration is that, I really, really work hard at what I do. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into it. Long nights, early mornings, lack of sleep. And, I'm not blaming any of that on yesterday, but I am saying that, look, when it goes wrong, nobody takes it harder than me, okay? When I have losing days, guys, to me, it is what it is, okay? I'm used to having losing days. I've had many, many, many losing days, okay? When you win 55% of your games, you lose 45, and you're going to have losing days. You're going to have losing weeks. You're going to have losing years, or not losing years, losing months. But at the end of the day, I learned to deal with it. It hasn't been a problem in years in terms of me even stressing about it. I could lose 5-6 days in a row. I don't worry about it because I know what the end result is. But it affects me when you guys lose, and I hate that. And that's why I think yesterday, was so stressful. I want you guys to do well. I want you guys to win every day. I know it's not possible. So, because I know it's not possible, it's why I'm always talking about bankroll management, right? But that's what I think a lot of the emotion was yesterday, guys, when I want you guys to win so bad and then to have a bad day where things just don't go our way. And it's such a letdown to me. And then to come on and just read the negativity it was too much. So, yeah, that's enough about that. We'll put that behind us, guys, and move on. But honestly, thank you so much for all the support and everything like that. Yeah. So the next thing, 2021, guys, I want to do more contests. I have a lot of fun doing contests. So, look, here's the thing. I was going to run a contest in November. You guys remember that, right? But instead we decided to, first I ran some contests earlier in the year. I gave away, $500, and then, I was going to do a contest in November, but, we decided to raise some money, and you guys chipped in. We raised a huge amount of money, but here's what I want to do this year, guys. And give me some ideas. I have some ideas already, but give me some ideas for some contests. I want to give away 10 grand of my money this year. 2021. I want to give away 10 grand. I told you guys from the start, look, I'm not going to get into my financial position. I don't talk about, how much I bet per game. And there's a lot of reasons for that, not just that, none of your old business, but there's a lot of reasons, and when you guys advance in your sports betting career, you'll understand a little bit more. But I want to give away 10 grand. So, I enjoy doing this, guys. And honestly, and my point is at this point, it's honestly about, it's about the education, and it's about giving back to, an industry that's given me so much. And I think, what better people to give it to than you guys? Because you guys are awesome. People watch every single day, and that's absolutely fantastic. I love that. So, ideas for contests, guys. I'm not going to give it away in one lump sum, but let's break it up. Let's do some different things and have some fun, right? But my goal is by the end of this year, I'd like to give away 10 grand to you guys. So, yeah. All right, moving on. Yesterday, guys, we had a good day. We went 3-0. Aren't the sports betting gods fickle? How funny is that, though? Seriously, after yesterday's rant to go 3-0, we picked up a 2 play. Not to mention that. Okay, look, Cincinnati in yesterday's game, we had Cincinnati plus 5.5. They had spots where they struggled. They did. I mean, they struggled in certain areas, but they managed to get it done. They came back, and I think they won the game outright. I have to check. I mean, some professional sports bettor, I don't even know the outcome. I think they won outright. Washington, Stanford. Okay, Washington, Stanford. Halfway through the first half, Washington's got 5 points. They're 2 for 19 in shooting. 2 for 19. And I'm shaking my head, and I'm just thinking, seriously, at this point, I don't know. There's no chance this game's going over, but it makes no sense. I really, really like this play a lot. And I know we had a bit of a reverse line move at the end, too. That line came back. I don't know. I was this is blowing my mind. I'm like, how is Washington literally shooting this bad? Ends up they come out in the second half like gangbusters, easy cover. We covered 6 minutes to go in the game. So we got the T in a play there. And same thing, Illinois Northwestern. That game doesn't start off good for us, not at all. That game's trending over. Probably at some point, I'd imagine we probably a 65-70% chance to lose that game. But we come back at the win. And look, that is sports betting. Yesterday, what a prime example of sports betting. Look, we're going to have our days where I'm going to beat every single closing line. And you know what? We're going to lose. And then I'm going to have days where, the only game, we actually on our T in a play, that was the only one we didn't beat the closing line. We missed it by a full point. But we still picked up the win. So, sports betting, it's like that, guys. And that's why, we always talk about the ups and downs and why bankroll management is so important. So, let's get into today's pick, shall we? Yeah, I can acknowledge my cat, or my mug does say cat dad on it. Yeah. All right. So, I have 4 plays for you guys. I have a total of 9 plays today. So I lied. I have a total of 10 plays. Okay. I thought I had 10, and then I found wrong. I have a total of 10 plays, guys. I'm doing 4 free picks and 6 in Masterclass. So again, if you guys have been with the channel for a while, you know why I say this. When we start to get up there, 9, 10 picks or more, it's important that you lower your unit size a little bit. If you're betting 1%, no worries. You're betting 1.5%, that's okay. If you're betting 2% or more, you got to back it off just a bit. Now, especially guys, especially those of you guys, doing the bankroll building thing, you're betting, 3, 4, even 5%. You really have to back it off. Okay. There's no way. If you're betting 5%, there's 10 games. You can't have half your bankroll and play on one day. You just can't do it. So, and obviously, I guess at the end of the day, look, there's caveats to it. There's always exceptions to every rule. The one exception would be I understand. You know what? I'll get into that another day. I was going to talk about the whole bankroll building aspect. You know what? That's tomorrow's topic. Okay. All right. We'll talk about that tomorrow. So I'm going to get into the plays here, guys. But again, 4 picks, no worries for you guys. But if you're getting into Masterclass, if you're interested, benderwins.com, guys, $99 a month. But if you're in Masterclass, you know, we got a lot of action today. We don't know what the weekend's going to look like. We assume going into weekend we're big action. Just back it off a little bit, okay? All right, so let's get cracking here, guys. Oakland against Wisconsin, Green Bay. Oakland against Wisconsin, Green Bay. I got steam in this one. Couple system indicators. We are going to go under 149.5. Under 149.5. There's still some 150s out there. This line did come down a little bit. There's still some 150s out there. We're going to lock in at under 149.5. So shop around. 888, I think, still has 150. There's a few of them out there that still have 150. These lines, like when this line came out, it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. And even like I looked at the actual side on this game where Wisconsin opens a 1.5 favorite, quickly swings over to Oakland a 2-point favorite. So a 3.5 point swing. You can see how, you know, these college games, Vegas is challenged by them. They're challenged by them. And it's really the sharps that set the lines. When these lines come out, guys, the sharps are on it and they're setting the lines. And that's, you know, that's especially how college basketball is. So, I don't have a first half line on this, guys, but I wouldn't mind a sprinkle of action on the first half. This is a first half line probably going to come out. Oh, it's 149. So 10, 70 and a half, 71, somewhere in that range. If we're around there, guys, I don't mind a sprinkle on the first half there. You know, if you go like, you know, quarter unit or 20% of a unit, something like that. That's not a bad play in this game. Next play. We're going to take Troy plus 10. We take Troy plus 10. Now, this line has already had a couple moves. Open at 11, moved to 10.5. Now it's moved to 10. I was tempted to wait on this line a little bit and just see if the public took it back up. Now, this is an initial movement off, you know, some sharp money coming in on it. Maybe not necessarily steam or anything like that, but sharp money coming in. And it's always interesting to see what the public does. But here's the ultimate thing. I always say, look, we got a good line. Let's take advantage of it. So we'll take advantage of the fact we get plus 10 now. Because the worst thing that could happen, you know, a couple more like, you know, big bets or some actual big steam comes in. You could see this drop down to what, 8, 7.5. We don't like that. So let's lock in at 10. You guys think I'm crazy? Like, I mean, this is a game like just, again, a 5% little blah of money line, right? I think this is a game Troy could actually win outright. Yeah, I know. No, you guys are like, no, you're nuts. I do, honestly. I think Troy could win this game outright. Open 11-point dog. But anyways, we're not going to go crazy with the money line. Just, you know, any underdogs, to be honest, guys, it doesn't hurt just to always just put a little bit of action in that money line, right? It helps increase our ROI. Last college basketball play for you guys. Long Beach and CS Fullerton. Long Beach, CS Fullerton. We are going to go under 149.5 as well. So that game's under 149.5. Long Beach, CS Fullerton. And the exact same thing in this game. I don't mind seeing a little bit of money on the first half under as well, which again, you're probably going to see the same thing. I mean, I'm throwing this out there, guys, because it changed from game to game, but at a line of 149.5, you're going to expect to see a first half total of 70 to 71, 70, 70.5, 71, something like that. So that's what you should kind of look for. And we can grab, you know, just 25% of our unit or 20% of our unit and just throw it on the under. Now, why am I doing that for these games? Okay. These games, guys, again, I have a couple system indicators on them. The system indicators, full game system indicators, but each of them have a first half system indicator as well. So I love those unders when I not only have a full game system indicator, but I have a first half indicator as well. They're extra powerful because, you know, you have two different indicators, one indicating a low scoring first half, and they give you a nice advantage on the full game. But the more accurate and the better system indicators are your full game system indicators. But again, it's why I don't mind sprinkling just a little bit on the first half. Okay, so last play, guys, we are going over to NBA, and we're going to bet Phoenix and Detroit under 218. So Phoenix and Detroit under 218. We were on Detroit under last game. They burned us. So what's the old saying? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Well, as George W. said, it ain't gonna fool me again. So hopefully we get the win on this one, guys. Yeah, I like the play. I really do. I think the line's too high. Phoenix, Detroit, under 218. That is it for us today, guys. Thank you so much for yesterday. I totally changed my mood around 100%. And again, I apologize I didn't get back to you guys. Like literally hundreds of messages. That's insane. Like that's crazy. I love you guys. That's so cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyone says anything about my cat dad mug, I swear to, no, I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah. So thank you guys very much. Again, if you're interested in Masterclass, we have 6 more plays in Masterclass. So very, very busy day. Go to benderwins.com, $99 a month, works out to like $3 a day. And you don't have to listen to me rant and rave and yell at people every other day, right? So that's it for us today, guys. Thank you very much. And as always, guys, have a very lucky day.